Maybe I can get closer so that. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is, in nonfiction texts like this one, we have features or things that help us to understand what the author is trying to tell us, or where to find information in the story or the article. I know that when I look at the table of contents, if I look at the table of contents, if I want to find different chapters or and where I can find them.
Okay.
All right, let's find the table of contents. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's look at where would I find about where tornadoes form. Page 9, good. And how about tornado safety?
Page 12.
Right, good. All right, so let's take a look at some of the other the features of theirs. Of course, the title, right? And where do we usually find the title?
In front of the book.
All right, in the front of the book, right? And sometimes there's also what is? Do you know what this is called here? It's called the title page. And so, all right. And then, like I said, then we look at the table of contents. In the back of the book, a lot of times, not necessarily in this one, there's something called an index. And the index will tell you where to go to find information on something. Like if we wanted to look up find the word Fujita scale. All right, in the index it would tell us where to go. Then we also have the glossary. Okay, so let's. And do you know what the glossary tells us?
It tells you like what some words mean.
Right. Good. So it gives you their definitions, right? And sometimes it gives you some of your vocabulary words. All right, and then there is this thing called headings. Do you know what the headings are? The headings are when we look at a chapter, and it kind of tells us what the chapter is going to be about, or the main idea. So if we turn to page 5, where do you think the heading is on that?
Here.
All right, and what does the heading say on that one?
How tornadoes form.
Right, good. All right. And then there's something called sidebars. And they're kind of set apart from the rest of the story. They're usually on the side, because obviously with the name sidebar, they would probably be on the side. And sometimes they're at the bottom of the page. And so they can tell us what's going on, like a little something extra that's in the text. So let's see. So if you look here, all right, we have something called a sidebar. All right, there's another one too. Let's see what page was that.
Wait, is there actually a place called that?
Towards what? Called?
Tornado Alley?
Yes. It's an area. It's not as it's
They just like call it that?
right, because there's more tornadoes that are that form in those particular states. All right, and then then we see.
Can there be any tornadoes in Peru?
I don't know. If there's a lot of mountains and things like that, probably not. But I don't know. I'd have to look that
And
one up.
if there was, I would die.
Well, like I said, if there's a lot of mountains, you probably look it up on the internet to
Probably
see.
like in this one place called Bacafui, where it's basically just dirt and like tiny houses, and they're fixing up my grandma's.
All right. Well, there has to be the right,
But there is a kind of a lot of like tornadoes on mountains and all that.
Well, there just has to be the right atmosphere and the right weather and just there's a lot of different things that affect it. And like I said, because the tornado alley are what they call in the plain states where there's not necessarily a lot of mountains, it's just a lot of flat land. It's more, it happens more often. And all right. And then so we've got pictures and captions that tell us what's going on in the picture. All right, and it's usually like an important idea from the book. So that one with the tornado alley was good because that was a picture and it showed us where where we would find tornado alley.
Yeah, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado,
Right.
South Dakota.
Mhm.
But mostly it's Kansas and Oklahoma, right?
Mhm. All right. So then we have then there's diagrams which let the reader see pictures of an object from the text with labels. What's up?
That's where they go.
What was that again?
Like a tornado.
Well, looks like they're ducking under that. What page is that? 14. Right, they prepare. So, you know how you have fire drills? Well, out there they would probably have tornado drills. I think that remember in the story they talked about that.
My friend's house got on fire.
Oh, wow.
There's a church over there. There's houses.
Mhm. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that would be pretty awful. Everybody okay?
Yeah, seems like church.
Oh.
The worst thing happened to me with like my baby cousin. His lip got open. Like, I don't remember if he fell or something, but his lip is clearly open. It's all big and bloody.
Oh, okay.
And like his teeth are inside his gums.
That doesn't sound like fun. But one of the things too is charts and graphs. If you take a look at page 8, all right, there's a graph on that page. And then remember here, as you looked at, there was the map of Tornado Alley. All right. So that's a few things that will help you with a nonfiction book or text that you're reading. All right. So let's take a look at the word box in the book here. We have on page, it actually doesn't really have a number, but it's in the beginning. It's actually really page 2. All right, so so the word box is up here. Let's take a look at some of the words. You know what that first word is?
Atmosphere.
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 All right, good.
Yeah.